First on Fox tonight, team coverage of an arrest in a double deadly explosion, and the accused bomber happens to be family. The victims, Marian and John Setzer's son-in-law, Richard Parker, is now behind bars, facing a 5-count indictment with multiple first-degree murder charges and $1 million bond.
Now, Mr. Setzer was actually killed in the explosion on Monday. His wife died last night as a result of the injury she sustained in the blast. Fox 17's Eric Alvarez is live at the explosion site with reaction to the arrest. But first, let's get to Fox 17's Sky Arnold, who's live at TBI headquarters with why officers think their own son-in-law.
We do feel like we have the single person responsible for committing this crime in custody.
Any other time, that announcement by TBI Director Mark Gwynn would bring relief to the family of the victims. But that's not the case here, considering who the suspect is.
Richard Parker, age 49, the son-in-law of John and Marian Setzer.
It's a shocking development, especially when you consider the history of this family.
Very family-oriented. From what I gathered, everything she did was about family.
Church friend Teresa Barlow says Marian Setzer and her husband actually moved to this Lebanon home a few years ago to be closer to their daughter, who lives right behind them with her husband, Richard Parker. That's right, the same man who's now accused of killing the Setzers with an explosive. Now, that explosive arrived at this house in some sort of package. Now, investigators tell us they don't believe it was delivered out here to the mailbox, but they do believe it had some sort of message attached to it.
These are not extremely challenging to make.
ATF Special Agent in Charge Jeff Fulton says the fact the explosive device wasn't mailed turned out to be a big lead.
We work with our partners in the shipping industries, and we're able to determine that it did not arrive, and then we were able to focus on it getting placed and who had access and that type of thing.
Access is something authorities believe Parker had. The question they aren't answering is why they believe he would want to use it for murder.
Anytime that a case like this comes to a conclusion, we hope that it gives the family some closure. In this particular case, maybe not the closure they were expecting or wanting, but in effect, at least now they do know what truly happened to their loved ones that are no longer with them.